Are you gonna do it?
No, I said we're not doing it that this week.
Yes, we have to do one. We've been doing it for every week.
Yeah, but to keep it special, we shouldn't do it every single week.
Yes, we should.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm sick of doing the cold openings like this.
I don't care. They're awesome. God damn it, you mother.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new episode of As the Buckle Turns. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
And this week, well, I don't know what's going on this week.
I had a whole bunch of news going. Like it was gonna be a small. I knew it was gonna be like a shorter show.
Okay.
Especially after I realized on Thursday night that by the time we actually recorded, the greatest Royal Rumble ever would be over. It'd be almost pointless to make predictions.
I was gonna allow you to do your predictions while I was reading off, while all my predictions were taken from the results.
You mean like cheat?
What? No. Like someone going to the betting odds.
Hey, that was legal, and it was smart.
It's no longer legal.
Yeah, I know that, and this is why I'm not going to tell you about it.
Okay.
But no. But I mean, I had a whole bunch of news, but then that was Thursday, and then I had a massive headache after watching Avengers: Infinity War. You know, it was so great; it just affected me days later. No.
Haven't seen it yet. I'm sorry.
Oh, so let me tell you spoilers.
No spoilers.
But so I end up going to work, and now we're recording on a Sunday, and I forgot all of that. So we're gonna talk Greatest Royal Rumble a little bit. We're not gonna go over everything. But first off, we do have a little bit of news.
Yes.
So trying to figure out what we're going to talk about today besides the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yes.
We're like, what happened? And like you said something. What do you say about like New Japan? Like,
I hadn't heard anything lately.
Yeah, so I went to WrestlingInc.com just to see if it refreshed me on some ideas.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't help, but I found a show.
Yep.
Where we had for New Japan that just aired. Oh, and guess what? We have a new Intercontinental Champion, Naito.
Nice.
He is the new Intercontinental Champion for the second time.
So is he going to go back to destroying the belt again?
According to a video, no, he did not destroy the belt.
What?
He just kind of showed no empathy for winning it and left it in the ring as he left.
Okay.
So it's almost like he's going to be like, I'm not going to destroy it this time. I just don't want it.
I'm just not going to carry it anywhere.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it places.
Every time that they try to hand it to me, I'm just going to leave it there.
He's going to go to take it, and he'll just pull his hands away, and the belt
nah,
drops.
I'm good.
I'm good. So that's kind of cool. Especially since Ace is the guy, the ace of New Japan Pro Wrestling. I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Lost it to the former champion now due to a stoppage during a match.
Oh, cool.
Which I think is awesome. The belts change hands on stoppage in wrestling somewhere where WWE doesn't do that.
No.
A stoppage?
They haven't done that. They haven't done a stoppage in a long time either.
I think we're approaching like 15 years.
I mean, outside of an actual, like, oh my god, this person's actually injured, we need to stop this match.
Yeah, but that just stops the match, nothing changes.
Yeah.
And if it is for a title, the belt doesn't change hands like it should. Because that would mess up storylines. Well, your guy's injured, WWE. That's gonna mess up the storyline.
Yeah.
But no, it's good to see that they kind of put the belt back on him. It'll be interesting to see how they kind of evolve his story of, oh crap, I'm back to this belt again? Fuck my life.
I always found that weird. Like, I understood the first time because it was like, you know, this isn't what I truly wanted.
Yeah.
But I'll take it for now and I'll disrespect it every chance I can get. To now, oh man, I actually got the belt. I wasn't even trying to.
Yeah. Crap.
Now what do I do?
So it'll be interesting what to do with the belt with him and going forward. But that's a nice little catch up on New Japan since we haven't really heard anything since in the last few weeks.
Nope, nothing new.
So what's next on the list?
Uh, oh yes. Uh, Triple H wants to expand the NXT, not necessarily brand, but idea,
Yeah.
to an international scale.
Well, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, yes, it's not gonna be like, NXT, China, NXT,
I certainly
Canada.
hope not.
I don't think so. Um, well, it makes sense though because they after the United Kingdom tournament,
Yep.
um, and the championship there, and trying to do a show over there, which they're still trying to do.
Oh, it's still the original idea fell through, but there's still a push to have something at some point.
It hasn't fallen through. It's according to Triple H, it just takes longer sometimes than what you really wish.
Which is a spin talk for, hey, that original plan that we had, it didn't actually come out the way that any of us wanted it to, so we scrapped the entire idea, but we're still all working towards having a show.
Yeah, basically the idea is still there. It's still gonna happen. It's just, we probably should have worked it more details before we did this.
I wouldn't mind the idea that it's a UK based show that's a UK local show, and for us US fans, we would only get it on the network.
Yeah, and that was originally what the plan was.
And but in the UK, it's a live show. It's a
Yeah.
live weekly show.
Oh yeah,
Not to take the place of SmackDown or Raw, but to
No.
go coincide with them. But it's all basically it's how NXT ties in with the main roster, where it's there, but that's it.
no, it'd be more like, from what I understand, it would be a network show for England.
Okay.
Over there for their talent. They wouldn't be on TV. But for also, I mean, and then after the success for that tournament, they're like, oh, let's do one for Central America. Oh, we can do one in China or Asia. Like they sort of thing. So we've already kind of heard this, but this is the first time we actually heard Triple H actually say he wants a developmental territory, expanding NXT in all these different areas.
I wouldn't mind seeing it that way that the NXT show
Yep.
ends up being pooling from all of these different spots.
What you do is, because we kind of talked about this beforehand, was the idea of WWE has a hard time making stars of different ethnicities,
What? No.
especially even if they are American, but living in
Yeah,
America.
I know.
But what a better way to do it is to launch a product focused on their stars
Yeah.
in those countries, and as they get bit and they feel they're ready and all that, you could then bring them to NXT
And then refine them further
Further.
to bring them to the main roster.
Yeah. That way you're pooling these talents. So if you're seeing someone who's over here in Japan who's good, but you don't know if they're gonna be ready for NXT,
I mean, you can
or they're
even better is that can also expand what would be the Intercontinental US division, because you can be like, no, we're gonna pull our in the Middle Eastern champion,
yep.
and he's going to at a show in Saudi Arabia defend his belt or have a match with the Intercontinental champion. And also, then you could have the Intercontinental champion actually be defended on Intercontinental territory.
Yeah. But the thing is, because that would be a great way to do it, because when NXT was first launched, they had a bunch of talent going down there and teamed with or wrestled with
Yep.
some of their talent, which would be a great idea to do. Keep going. The Intercontinental Champion would be a perfect person to do that with. But yeah, build these separate territories, and then you can pull them in. But if you find someone you bring into like the performance center,
Yeah.
and you're starting to realize like this guy's not gonna make it yet, he needs a lot more time on his own. You could send him back to his country.
Mm-hmm.
He can still work for the company in that brand, but he's not gonna be a top priority. If he decides like no, his contract comes up, he's like no, not gonna resign. He can then go on the indies. Or you're like, you know what? We need to get you some fresh perspective. So we're going to send you back out to one of our territories. Not your country. We're going to send you over to China.
Yeah.
And have you wrestle there. And you can learn from them. That way you have these things where people could be like, oh, You're not really using me in my home country anymore right now. Can I go to this spot?
Well,
Because
I mean,
you just
yeah.
pulled this guy, and I think I could feel that. You could be juggling.
Also,
this.
you can have like different factions
Yep.
move from one spot to another.
Mm-hmm.
You could have, well, I mean, for me, a great example was Suzuki Gun when they went from New Japan over to, I believe it was Noah.
Oh, okay.
For a period in time, for one full year, because they were kicked out of New Japan.
Oh, nice.
But no, it wasn't Noah. It was another Japanese company that has ties with New Japan.
Yeah.
But they spent 1 year in another company taking over.
Nice.
And then got bored and went back to New Japan.
That's cool.
So I mean, you could have divisions do that. Be like, oh, our we have a faction from the Middle East that went to the UK or the European
Right.
European division, and they took over.
Yep. So I mean, one is cool. It is a cool idea. Obviously, this is a big slow process to do this,
Right.
Because this takes a lot of money. Not
Yes.
that WWE is hurting for money, but if you want to do it right, it takes time.
Yes.
Obviously, I think the first spot should be the UK.
Yes.
You already have that.
UK/Europe.
Yep. And actually, one of the things that I wouldn't mind seeing them doing is actually have England, United Kingdom be one,
Mm-hmm.
and then Europe being a separate one.
Yeah.
They are kind of together
Oh yeah.
in a sense. If you really wanted to do it, you could have the UK show be the United Kingdom champion, and then Europe is the European champion.
Bring back the European Championship.
Yes.
What?
And actually have it be useful.
I know.
And you could even have because Britain is going to be out of the UE
Yes.
soon, so you could have maybe like UE championship or something like that for that division there, but you had one that overlaps them.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of the ideas from my understanding is that Triple H kind of wants to make the NXT championship the championship over all those brands.
See, that would be cool.
So going back to the territorial days where it was the NWA champion who went around, this would be the NXT champion.
Would
NXT
do the tours.
Yes. You could do it when we're touring. They could go over and do something with those guys.
Man, that actually sounds really good.
So it sounds like after Vince spent all this time trying to get rid of the territories, Triple H is like, no, we're bringing them back.
We're bringing them back because they actually worked, but now we're the NWA now.
We're just going to own them all.
Yeah.
They won't be individual owners. We're going to own them all. But this way we get there, and
they'll have individual bookers and stuff like that.
And Triple H is also wants to work with other companies.
Yeah.
Where you can have those crossover shows between other companies in there with their NXT UK or something like that, whatever they're going to call it. Is one of the last year, one of the working titles, what they think of it, I thought they were going to call their show, which I completely disagree with.
What?
Was King of the Ring.
Yeah.
No, that is a tournament. You do not use that name.
No, that definitely go. If you're going to bring back the tournament style,
yeah,
King of the Ring seems like a great midsummer, early summer time filler.
If you want to use the King of the Ring, keep the tournament, but put it in the UK.
Yeah.
Give each brands their own tournaments. That would be a great one for the UK. It'd fit perfect for them.
Yeah.
And make that a thing. Like we had the Dusty Rhodes Classic for NXT.
Right.
We're doing the Mae Young, and we're assuming we're going to be getting another Cruiserweight Classic at some point. Not anytime soon because we just kind of did a Cruiserweight tournament on 205 Live. But
yeah, but I still feel like the Cruiserweight Classic should be just much the way that the last one was. It's a collection of cruiserweights and independent cruiserweights.
Okay, that's what I mean. They just did it for the tournament to crown a vacant
Oh,
champion.
yeah.
That's why we're not going to get one now. They've already announced we will be getting a Mae Young Classic 2.
Cool.
Going forward. So when we do get a Cruiserweight Classic again, it's the same format. But that's for the network. That's not tied to NXT with the Mae Young. So each brand, these small ones, should have their own thing that fits their culture. which would be kind of cool.
Right.
For that. But yeah, so while it's obvious, like we said, it's gonna be a long time, but I like this. Hopefully, if Triple H does take over WWE in the next year or so, because Vince hopefully will step aside to go do his horrible XFL, that this will still go. And I think it will, because I think that'll make a big priority.
Yeah.
See, one of the things I can see if Triple H takes over is once that territory is in developed and out there, he may at some point rise it all up to be on this, not this necessarily the same level as the main roster.
I mean, the way I look at it is that Raw and SmackDown will be your North American shows.
Yeah.
Then you have all of this other stuff that's meant to be, all the territories are meant to be your local shows. And yes, Raw and SmackDown will still be the number one, but they are a very specific show, and each other territory can have its own feel.
How great would it be if, like, for some reason Vince sold WWE off, and Triple H said, "Yeah, I'm taking NXT and the Performance Center, and doing my own thing. We're not a part of WWE anymore."
Oh,
you know how awesome that would be?
That would be crazy
if you actually figured out a way to do that.
Yeah.
And said, "Yeah, I'm doing my own thing." And then he brought up NXT to the WWE level on his own.
And it was just
it was him, not Vince
Nope.
anymore.
Nope.
He could do anything he wanted. Like, that would be awesome.
Yeah, because, I mean, as it is, we've gotten how many 5-star matches out of NXT this year?
3 so far.
Yeah. Oh, and there's only been 6 given so far this year.
Really?
Yeah.
And how many were? Oh, that's right. That's not bad. And the thing is, we still have 3 more NXT shows going forward.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But all right, and the last thing before we get to the greatest Royal Rumble ever, the more Rumbler than ever. Oh wait, that was the Royal Rumble this year. Never mind.
Royal Rumble version 2.
Yes. Is there's a rumor? Take this with a grain of salt.
Okay.
But there's someone has a feeling that maybe they're on the inside, but there's rumored apparently there's a big heel turn coming for a star on Raw.
Finally, we're turning Roman Reigns heel.
It's not Roman Reigns.
God,
the rumor.
Damn it!
I know, that would be great.
Because I think at this point, if they turned him heel, he's immediately going to start receiving like cheers, just because people are like, finally,
finally, we can boo you. He's like, he's over. Switch him back.
Immediately, everyone's just like, oh, we were kind of excited about this character finally.
No, it's like people are like, we were excited for him to be heel. That's why we were cheering, not because we want you to turn him face again.
Yeah, no, stop it.
No, the rumor is it's gonna be Finn Balor.
Okay.
And if you,
I mean, I've never truly looked at Finn as being a face,
but he's not a heel either.
Exactly.
But the rumor is like if you watch the ladder match at the greatest Royal Rumble ever.
Okay.
He was up on the ladder about to take it when Rollins like hopped up and just snatched it right in front of him.
Basically did a second row bounce over to the ladder.
Something like that. Because I saw the image as you see Balor's back from the image, and you just see Rollins falling with the belt. It almost looked like he stole the belt out of Finn's hands.
So the replay that I've seen, because be honest, I did not watch this.
Yeah,
it was a glorified house show that I was like, it's 6 p.m. on a Friday. I don't feel like staying up until 11 tonight watching this really long house show.
Yeah.
Where I was like, this is even more predictable than WrestleMania was this year.
Yep.
And we did pretty good on WrestleMania.
Yes, we did.
But no, the way the story goes is that Seth basically jumped off the ropes and got up got basically to the top of the ladder.
Yep.
As Finn is about to reach up and grab the belt.
Oh, okay.
And so it really was. Basically, Seth Rollins stole it out of Finn's hand.
Yeah.
And was just like, nope, I got to it first.
And then there's an image of him on the ladder, so he's just like
holding
his head. Like,
dude.
he's like, I had it.
You're reaching out. You're about to grab it off the ring. And some dude just, whoop, mine now, bitch.
So it was
surprise, motherfucker.
So it's one of those things where it's likely that they can start using this as a turning point to turn him heel.
I mean, if they basically allow him to pull a Shinsuke and dick punch Seth Rollins every single week for a period of time,
You mean copy, Control C, Control V,
copy, paste,
Yep.
done. All right. Yeah, you know what? That formula, I kind of like it. Only we're going to change it up. It's not dick punching. He's going to be kicking him.
There we go, guy.
Yep.
Just a little bit. Control, Control C.
Ooh, got to change this one word. All right, there we go.
Control V, up, change. There we go. But that'll be the thing. At Backlash, we will be getting the Miz versus Rollins for the title,
Right.
which Rollins will probably retain.
No, a good way to really show that Finn's doing a heel turn.
Yep.
He attacks Miz if Miz, like, he comes out and just gets involved in the match, causing Seth to retain.
Okay.
Like, that's all it is. And just because he attacks Seth. Just comes right out there, and because it definitely looks like Seth is going to win.
Yep.
You know, it's one of those. Seth is just all he has to do is hit the V trigger. Oh, sorry, the S trigger. I mean, the
blackout.
The ripcord.
The ripcord. Oh
Yeah.
no, the black. Oh, and then into the blackout.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you forgot the pedigree in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, somewhere in there too. But yeah, no, I do chuckle at the fact that it just dawned on me that Seth Rollins, the architect, is stealing everyone's moves.
Yeah.
Like,
that
so
could be his thing.
I was like, I kind of like it.
So, but yeah, like, because that's.
But yeah,
match.
he's about to hit that, finish the match, and Finn comes running out and just lays waste to him.
No, do it after the match if anything, because
Oh, and it continues.
No, because that way, because Miz is on SmackDown.
Yeah.
That way we don't have to worry about like saying him. Oh, he's another match.
Yeah, but it at least, you know, validates Miz. Kind of. Actually, you know what? It's the Miz. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He can take a loss.
Yeah.
He'll bounce back from that.
Of course he will. But it's going to be clear that the Balor is going to be the next program.
Right.
With Seth, which would be so they could do it.
I like it.
Oh yeah, this should have been the match. Should have been going into Backlash the match. But of course, Miz has to get his title shot, his rematch somewhere. Though he just technically had it at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
You know what, man? That doesn't count.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Basically, much like everything else at this show doesn't count.
I know.
So, but take that as a rumor. It'd be awesome to see. Maybe give Finn something to do.
Okay.
Because Raw is hurting for top heels right now. You know, one way to, you know, not have a hurt for top heels, you know, turn Roman Reigns heel.
Yeah.
And then you have a top heel.
Yeah.
Then he can feud with everyone. Freshens up everything on there.
He doesn't have to be the good guy anymore.
No. But going into the greatest Royal Rumble ever.
Yes.
There's one thing I have to say first that deals with the greatest Royal Rumble match overall.
What?
Was Titus Worldwide taking a nosedive under the ring.
Oh my god. This is going to be the greatest meme regarding wrestling for quite some time. The dude slid almost completely under the ring.
I haven't seen the clip yet. I saw like a...
Really?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but like I watched Wrestle Talk when they talked about it. I'm like, oh my god. And like you didn't see it live.
No.
They had to bring up the replay of what happened.
Yes.
And the reason why they brought it up for the replay was because apparently Vince in the back burst out laughing. Like he was laughing so hard. Like all the wrestlers in the back who haven't come out yet were chuckling. But Vince busted his ass laughing. Okay, I'm going to watch it for the first time.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, he was like, I don't want to go in.
Oh, he ate it.
Yeah, he did. But Vince like laughed. So like, that's why they kept replaying it because he couldn't get enough of it. Dude, he has to get like a shirt or something out of this.
I know. This isn't the first time he's tripped either.
No. But see, here's the thing, though. What they have to do, though, like, whenever they do the Slammies again...
Yes. This has got to be in it.
This has to be, like, an honorary Slammy goes for his trip.
The The ring pads.
But that was like, and I saw, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta watch that. Oh, I don't have time to wait now. But
I'm glad that they had the curtain
Yeah.
instead of whatever their hard display is that they've been having on the edge of the rings.
Yeah.
Because if it was the hard one, he would have gone in and it would have been boo. Like, yeah, that would have been very bad. At least we got something funny out of this.
They weren't gonna have the LED one for the glorified house show.
No.
But anyway, since we're on the Greatest Royal Rumble,
Yes.
we might as well talk about it.
Oh yeah, I gotta bring the results. I closed the window completely.
That's okay. Well, I'm gonna ramble about some stuff first. This was pretty much a glorified house show. Glorified house show that WWE is getting paid a lot of money for.
Yes, they did.
Rumor is about $100 to $200 million. Now you said that
I said somewhere around. I thought I saw something that said 220 million.
Okay. You said that was for over.
It's a 5-year contract or a 5-ish year thing.
From what the things I've watched, who brought up the terms, the amount of money.
Yeah.
Was just for this show.
Okay, damn then.
Because the Saudi Arabia really wanted to bring people in.
Well, I mean, how else are they going to pay for Brock Lesnar's contract?
I know.
Have you heard about that?
Oh, I've heard.
$500,000 per pay-per-view appearance.
Yep, and
$100,000 to show up on Raw.
Yep. So you gotta imagine what he's getting paid for this glorified house show.
So that's $6.5 million if he only shows up on pay-per-views for the year, because there's 13 pay-per-views.
And that's assuming it's not true that this is only a short-term deal,
right?
Which we still don't know yet. There's still rumors going on. It's a full year.
That actually moves him up to being the highest paid superstar, not professional wrestler.
Yep.
But that's insane money.
Oh yeah.
That's only if he shows up on pay-per-views. It's $6.5 million.
So, but like the Saudi Arabia, wants people in there.
I guess
they were willing to pay for it. I mean, the cost to send all those people over there was going to be huge.
Oh yeah.
From what I saw, WWE has 2 full 747s to get all the stars over there.
Yeah.
Not to mention the ring crew.
Oh yeah.
The equipment. I forgot the stats of like how many like crates they had to ship it over there. We're talking. Then we have Vince coming over himself. The pyro, the stage setup.
See, I mean, the pyro you could probably get in country. The stage setup you could probably get in country.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But it was huge. Plus, there's a rumor saying that part of the money, the reason why they're paying so much for it, was so they'd have a big profit, a good enough profit on them from the show. Also, there was apparently a big part of it was a payoff to go to the women because they're not allowed to wrestle there.
I mean,
so
I am not one to get into moral politics regarding countries, and I have no. I'm not going to tell them that they can't allow women that they have to change their ways because women wrestling and it's the women's revolution. If they say women can't wrestle, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I know like some places, like,
but people did issue a warning to the WWE and an apology to their audience regarding a commercial that aired before the Greatest Royal Rumble, which was a promotion for Backlash coming up, which promoted a Bayley-Sasha Banks match. That was the only promo in there that had women in it.
Yeah.
And they issued a warning to the WWE about that. It's just like, come on, guys. Okay, that's a little much.
I mean, if it aired during the Greatest Royal Rumble, I can understand
that.
But because it was live on television, I can understand that. Again, we don't want to get mixed with politics and all that.
Not one to say anything, but come on.
I do know there's a lot of people out there who are like, no, you shouldn't be doing this. Like Wrestle Talk, their coming joke for the whole week. Yeah. It was like, the Greatest Royal Rumble ever, unless you're a woman.
I mean, I'll make that joke too. But.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things is, just to break it down, what the issues with the people are having is WWE is pushing the women's revolution.
Yes.
And now all of a sudden they're doing this huge show in a country that does not have those rights. And a lot of people were thinking it's a contradiction to what they're doing.
Look, I'm gonna point this one right out. If Vince can do a show and make money, he's going to do that show.
Yes.
It doesn't matter, he's going to make money. This is a business that's meant to make money.
Yeah.
If they have to go, hey, we can't have women on the card. All right, we're not going to have women on the card. We're going to do a show, or we're going to make extra money to make it up for them.
Yep. Well, also, I mean, no offense, I mean, I can understand the women would probably want to be on the show.
Yeah.
Especially if they were making such a big deal of it. But you got to think of it this way. People were being flown over around Wednesday and Thursday
Yep.
to do this show. If you're a woman, you're not going over there.
You get
2, 3, 4 days off.
I know, you got time off.
And you're getting paid, technically.
Somehow. For some, I mean, either they are or aren't. I don't know
The rumor is that they part of the prize was to help give the women something, so they as part of it. But
they're like, here's $5,000.
But they're still like that's 3, 4. Even if it's only 2 days off,
It's still an extra day off or two.
yeah. I mean, sure, you may actually be signed up for media appearances. Okay,
All right.
it's not time you're in the ring.
Exactly.
That's time for your body to rest. So, yes, there's pros and cons of it. We can, Americans and people in other first world countries like to think that, oh, you can't do that if you're pushing this agenda. It's a business. I have my thoughts on it, but here's the thing. You know what? In the end, it happens. Triple H has stated that you can't, if you want to help change, you can't stay away from those markets.
Right.
Which is true, but also I can make a counter argument for that thought. But at the same time, it's happening. They have a deal. Worst case scenario, we never see a woman wrestle in Saudi Arabia going forward for a very long time, which is probably what it'll be like. Hopefully, maybe over the next few years, because the Crown Prince,
Yes. He's a big wrestling fan.
he's a big wrestling fan, and he is pushing to try to get Saudi Arabia up to more Western levels of culture, but morality
Or the views of certain
yeah.
morality.
on that. So he wants to push for that.
Yeah.
But it's a huge battle.
Yeah, I don't really see them putting a women's match on the card over the next 5 years. Maybe after that.
Maybe, who knows? Only time will tell. But the thing is, it's gonna we're gonna see more shows. I think this is not one of those shows you do a do or die battle on.
No.
You can mock it by all means.
Yeah, no, but you're not going to have a do or die match.
Don't do a do or die. I'm gonna not watch WWE because of what they're doing. It's a business.
Yeah.
Any businessman would do it.
Right.
In a sense.
All right.
But going into the Greatest Royal Rumble,
Yes.
this is as we've been saying, a glorified house show that nothing happened except for Titus going under the ring.
Yes. It was all very safe matches.
Yes.
Now, I do have to say, it was kind of... the opening match was John Cena versus Triple H.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird that we have two legends start the show.
Which is, again, since that's the spot, if you're not in the main event, you want to be in that spot.
Personally, I would have put the cruiserweight title there instead. Yeah. That way you have something fast, a very quick, flippy, tons of flippy shit to start the match. Then you bring out the slower guys.
Yes.
Second. It cools down the audience so that they're not totally burnt out by the fourth match.
But it didn't happen. It is what it was.
But at the same time, it was nice to see, how this match ended. It was, trading submission moves between two guys that are not truly known for submission moves, but have won with submission moves in the past.
Cena wins.
Cena wins.
Not surprised. I can't think we figured this was going to happen. They give him a win after his squash match.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't want to go over the whole show. But there's a few matches I do want to go to.
Yeah.
1, the Greatest Royal Rumble. 2,
yeah,
the WWE Championship match with Shinsuke and AJ.
Okay.
Mostly the finish. And then the Universal Championship match with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
All right. What was the first one you wanted again?
The Greatest Royal Rumble.
Oh, man. I have to scroll all the way down here. Sweet Jesus. There's so much that happened.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in there.
Okay.
Hornswoggle came back.
What?
Um,
Okay, that's awesome.
Yep. I can't remember who the other big name that came back. And it wasn't like a huge name.
Rey Mysterio was in there. I know that.
Yep. Jericho was in it. Seeing the photo of Jericho with the New Day on the plane to the fly over was hilarious. You just see like Big E and you see Jericho's head popping over with a smile.
Jericho, the dad figure.
Orton had a nice little photo for the flight over. Just settled into my seat for the fly to the Greatest Royal Rumble ever. Movie picks, round 2. 12 rounds, round 2, with him on it. I was like, wow. Someone loves Randy Orton a lot. And it's Randy Orton.
Like, aw.
I didn't actually know. I actually didn't read through.
Actually, can you imagine? You settle in to get on a flight, and the only movies that are available are movies that you've starred in, and you're like, I don't want to watch these.
These are horrible.
I did not enjoy making these movies.
I only did it because it was a paycheck, and I was injured, and I couldn't wrestle.
Thank God I've got a book on tape.
Yeah. Like,
oh, I'm reading it too.
No.
It's only my podcast.
It's my autobiography. Wait, I have an autobiography. When
did I do that?
Yeah. But no, it's just like one of those things where there's some great little things there. But the Greatest Royal Rumble ever, from where when I scrolled down through Wrestling Inc.'s play-by-play announcement, basically on TV,
yeah,
on their site, it's long. Of course, it's 50 men.
Yeah.
But it gets down to it, and it was like, wow, it looks like a lot happened. People got their moments. I've seen a few spots where, like, Daniel Bryan, like, drop-kicking Braun Strowman in the corner.
Yeah. I'm looking this over right now, and would you like to know who the Iron Man was?
No.
Daniel Bryan.
Nice.
At 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 16 seconds.
Though I just said, no, I don't want to know.
Came in first.
Oh, nice.
Left 48th.
Nice.
I was like, damn.
So he was in the top 3.
Well, I'm looking at the rest of the numbers.
And Big Cass was the last.
And, Elias at 34 minutes was the next.
Wow.
Yeah. Outside of that, there's a couple at 10. There's a bunch at 10 minutes. Braun at 22 minutes.
Wow. Good for him.
Yeah.
Because that for a big guy.
Came in 40. He came in at 41.
Okay, but still 20 minutes though. That's a long time.
Yeah.
I know it came down to Strowman and Big Cass.
Yes.
God, I hope Big Cass has gotten better in the ring. I doubt it. Big Cass versus Bryan Daniels at Backlash has me concerned. Because I swear, if we find out that Bryan got a concussion after this match.
You mean Daniel?
Daniel
Bryan?
Not
Bryan Danielson.
Bryan Danielson. I'm going by his real name. Daniel Bryan. If he has a concussion again.
Oh, man.
I'm going to say.
Off the big boot.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, WWE, you did this on purpose because you just wanted a match at WrestleMania to get him out. And then you put him with some unsafe worker, and it happened again. This is on you, not him.
Oh, yeah.
But hopefully it won't. But still,
ooh,
I would not have him against Big Cass. I'd keep him away from something like that for the time being until Cass can prove he's not going to injure his own knee.
I love the fact that injure his own knee.
Yeah.
He's like, man, climbed out of the ring, kind of blew out my other knee.
Yeah.
You're like, what? You just climbed out.
I know.
It's almost as bad as Vince McMahon blowing out both quads, getting into the ring.
No, it's almost as bad as Kevin Nash getting in the ring and blowing out a quad in a tag match.
I know. By the way, quad injuries are not truly something you should joke about.
No,
but they are hilarious when you watch them happen because
you see what
these guys somehow are like face-wise are like, I am not showing that I'm in incredible pain right now, but I can't stand up either.
I mean, like, the only one that's not really hilarious is Triple H's first one. When he,
where it's just a straight collapse.
No, when he just planted his knee.
Oh, yeah.
Planted his foot to hit Jericho from behind in a tag match.
Oh, yeah, he just collapses.
He's going down in the ring anyway because that's part of the move. But then he rolls to the outside and he's just like,
oh, God.
Oh, crap. It's like, and
I just injured myself.
And he goes up to Jericho and says, I just hurt my knee. He's like, okay, you want me?
We need to finish this.
He's like, you want to like switch up the match? He's like, no, just go ahead, do it.
We're gonna go for the finish that we've already planned out.
He's like, just do it. Like,
putting me
and it's like
in the walls of Jericho.
It's the walls of Jericho. And it's like, you sure? He's like, just do it.
Oh my god.
Whew. But it actually shows you how tough Triple H is.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, but all the other ones have just been hilarious because they were just stupid stuff. But so. I mean, it's great to see that Braun Strowman winning something big. And I put that in air quotes. Yes, I actually did the air quotes for all of our viewers watching at home who can't see me. Yes, I'm like John Cena. Yes, I'm doing the little hands thing.
Yes. I'm sorry, what? I couldn't see that.
You couldn't see that? Good. It is big, but what is this going to do? Sure, he gets an ugly-looking belt out of this. And when I mean ugly looking belt, I mean ugly looking because it is lime green strap.
Yeah, why that color?
I don't know, because it's one of the colors for the show.
Oh man!
But I mean, like if you actually look at the plates and everything,
pretty nice setup.
Cool. Have you seen it?
No.
Google it.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
It's actually pretty cool. It's just the ugly lime green belt. Clearly, Vince got the idea from the Universal Championship. Oh, and here's a little spoiler. They did the same thing that they did with the UK Championship. You know the WWE Universe and WWE frame?
Okay, yeah.
With an actual different plate design in the center. Which is cool. It's a good idea. But they had that damn lime green strap. Oh. You know what color it looks like? It looks like a green green Skittle.
Wow, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Because it's got weird red to it as well.
The red isn't that bad because I mean, yes, that's there because again, part of the color scheme for the show. But if you had that black, that red would be fine.
See, the picture that WWE has, it with a dark background. That one.
Yeah, that one.
It looks good.
Yeah,
looks good.
The design.
Like, I look at the design, I look at the color, I'm like, hey, that's not terrible at all. Then we actually see it
in color.
In color with
actually
other lights on it, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't look all that. That's way brighter than I expected it to be. If it was darker,
yeah, like
okay.
That photo because it was a side shot, it was a little darker, and not as much light on the strap, so it actually looks like a darker green. Actually doesn't look that bad. And you actually see how bright it really is. Yeah. So, yeah, Strowman gets that belt. But what does this mean? Are they actually going to use this as a way to push him going further?
Will
this mean he gets a shot at Brock Lesnar at Money in the Bank?
Is this just a belt?
Is it just a belt?
Memorial belt to be like, hey,
yeah.
Next year when the Greatest Royal Rumble happens again, whoever wins will get this belt.
Yeah. Is it just one of a trophy? If that's what it's going to be, that's fine. But make sure you at least present it that way on Raw.
Right.
Going forward. Saying, hey, I am this. He doesn't have to carry it around with him all the time.
No.
But make it something. But it was just there for the show and to have something that the winner can hold up. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. But at least I'm glad to see that Strowman actually was used well in a battle royal.
Right.
Or Royal Rumble, and actually using his size and actually lasting and winning. Something like they never really did with Big Show.
What? No. Or wait, no, they did do it with Kane.
Yeah,
but somehow not Big Show.
Not Big Show
ever.
So, but I mean, at some point I probably will because there's a few matches on this card I do want to go and watch at some point. I'm just not watching the whole show.
Yeah. Now I did hear that this matchup between AJ and Nakamura was more along the lines of what we were expecting
Yes.
out of WrestleMania.
It's not the finish.
Just still not. By the way, why is Shinsuke still dick punching AJ? At some point, AJ just needs to go to Shane and be like, Shane, tell him to stop. This is starting to hurt, man.
No. Not to Shane. To Road Dogg to ask him where he got his cup from.
Road Dogg, stop him.
No.
Stop it.
No, Road Dogg. Where can I get a cup?
Yeah, I need some protection here.
Where'd you get that cup that you used against China?
Yes, something like that.
Yeah. But Shinsuke did debut a new theme,
Yes.
which basically is his music, remixed, and actually is singing now in Japanese, which was kind of cool. I've listened to a little bit of it. It's cool. Actually seeing how he's gonna come out to it will play a big part in my mind going forward. But it wasn't bad. I kind of liked it. But yeah, from what I've been told, this match was the match we should have gotten at WrestleMania. Except for the finish, which was a double countout.
Yeah, the crowd straight up booed the result.
Yeah, because one of the things is like a lot of people were confused who were watching at home, while the front row weren't really that active in there. And one of the reasons I've been told, I found online, was because those seats were not open to the public to buy. Those were for key people in the country.
Oh.
Even if they didn't like wrestling.
Oh, I would have given them like a skybox instead.
Yeah. But I mean, if you saw the chairs in that area, you understood why. They're like couches.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, I'm jealous.
But from what people were saying is that they were into the AJ Nakamura match.
Oh yeah.
Until the finish when they
Both got counted when it was a double countout.
And one of the reasons why some people were booing, that was the people, fans up around, but the people in the front a lot of people who aren't wrestling fans were confused by it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of the matches I want to go back and watch. I do actually want to go back and watch the Intercontinental Championship ladder match, because I do want to see how that was, because I've heard some good things on that too. But then we have the steel cage match for the Universal Championship, the ugly belt that was on the show.
Yeah.
And this is where some people were predicting that maybe this is where Reigns would win the belt, because
it does seem that way. You know, the ending with the setup with Lesnar about to hit Reigns with the chair. Lesnar spears him instead. Reigns grabs the chair and lays into Lesnar for for some hits.
Yep.
And then Reigns spears him through the cage, and Brock ends up on the floor first
and wins.
If that was not the way it was supposed to end,
yeah,
okay, cool. Because then I want to see actual surprise and shock on everyone.
Yeah.
And I would expect things, and be like, you hear Lesnar 2 days later, he's just like, yeah, really sorry about that. I just kept rolling. I wasn't supposed to roll that much.
Yeah.
Like, I was supposed to be knocked out, but I rolled.
See, I mean, with the chair usage, it would have been if you were going to put the belt on Reigns going at some point.
Yeah.
That would have been the best time to do it, because he used a chair.
He had to use a weapon.
Yes, it was in a steel cage match.
And yes, it's legal to do it there, but
technically, but it is legal, but at the same time, it's using a weapon with the whole cage was to keep people out.
Yes.
Stuff like that out, in a sense. So it's one of those things where it's like it's there. People can say, the fans who like Roman Reigns saying, well, he's fine, he beat him. And you can say, yeah, the fans who don't like him can say he had to use a chair to get it done.
He had to cheat.
But it was legal. Yes, but he still used a weapon to get Brock Lesnar, because he can't beat him one-on-one in a fair contest.
But Eddie Guerrero could beat him one-on-one in a fair contest. Even though he did think about cheating halfway through.
And he technically did, because he did a tornado DDT onto the belt.
But that's only because the belt was already... Well, he did introduce the belt into the ring. You know what? Never mind.
Yeah.
But doing stuff like that, those moves are legal.
Yeah, and also...
Because it just happened to be there at the time.
And also, that was Eddie's thing. He
Yeah.
lies, he cheats,
yeah.
he steals. And so it fits his gimmick, where Roman Reigns is supposed to be the ultimate badass good guy.
Super good guy.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So,
Maybe.
yeah, I'm glad that he didn't win the belt. It makes me worried when they're going to put the belt on him.
Do we have another year of Lesnar just squashing everyone
I hope not.
and only showing up once every month?
I hope not. But the one thing is, makes me worried is when we're going to get this.
Yeah.
If this is part of Vince is saying, no, he's earning the shot. He's earning the championship. That's the way he's not being pushed. Dude, you basically did that last year.
I know.
By having him get squashed in the one who got pinned at SummerSlam. He got beat up around. I mean, come on. He lost clean to a skull-crushing finale. Yes, he took a headshot on the steel turnbuckle.
Yeah.
But still, if that's enough to put down Roman Reigns, I'm sorry. Reigns can't kick out of 5 F5s. Not the way you built the F5 up.
I know. And either that or it means that everyone's going to get to kick out of at least one F5.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's just like, I don't know. I hope next time we see Brock, which the rumor is we'll probably see him at Money in the Bank, because now that's more in the big 5.
Okay.
We'll have a different opponent. One thing I want to see them do, if we're going to get into a different opponent, put Bobby Lashley in that position.
Bobby Lashley. Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe's on SmackDown now.
Oh, crap.
Because there's a rumor that the reason why they put him over there is because they see him as a big star. He won't get that chance on Raw, so being over there, he can be in that title picture.
All right.
Over there.
Yes, but that means that you've also limited the title picture over on Raw.
I know. I don't know. Here's an idea. Maybe have Ambrose, when he comes back, be a heel, and if it's Roman Reigns, take the belt from him.
Yes.
Maybe actually let him be crazy instead of the stupid stuff we had last time when he was champion.
My glasses are really, really dirty right now, and I don't have enough time to try and go get the Windex. So I'm desperately trying to wipe them off.
But I mean,
it's all smudgy.
The one thing this show does allow for, though,
yes,
is it takes the place of what last year Backlash and Payback back
where it was the safe show that post superstar shakeup, but that nothing's moving beyond where you have the IC title on Raw now. You have the US title on SmackDown.
Yeah.
That the SmackDown person is going to get whoever's from that show will keep that title there.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those things where it's like nothing was ever going to happen. So this served that, basically.
I mean, also outside of the Raw tag team titles, which were vacant going into this.
Yes. Which we got it was
Wyatt and Hardy.
Yes, who won it. And they
the Devourers of Universes.
The
Broken Devourers.
Because a gimmick on Raw was the Miztourage trying to get into form a new group.
Yes.
With the Shield with Rollins, and then on the Balor Club with Finn. So Bray reached out to them to join them, which a lot of people kind of hope, because Bo is Bray's younger brother.
That would be awesome.
And people have been wanting to see that. But who knows? But that again, the greatest
new broken family.
There we go. But that'd be a great way to bring. So when Backlash hits next Sunday,
yes,
we can actually have some changes. We can actually have that.
That would actually be really cool.
Let's get Nakamura AJ one more time.
Where this time Nakamura wins.
Yes. Let's put a stipulation in it this time, though.
No DQ.
No DQ. That way Shinsuke can use the dick punch.
Oh my god. And it's just dick punches the entire match.
They just keep dick punching.
It's worse than WrestleMania between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar with the amount of finishers that they did in that. It's just every time that AJ gets up, Shinsuke shows up and it's just dick punch or a dick kick. And it's just every time. And at some point, AJ is actually crawling over to the ref and being like, just stop him from doing that. And like, you got to give up, man. I'm not going to give up. I'm a good guy. Oh, another one.
But it would be funny to see. But like, do some kind of stipulation with this. I wouldn't say a last man standing because we're not there yet.
No, not yet. That I wouldn't mind seeing later this year.
Yeah.
Survivor Series between the two of them.
But like, do something for it where we can actually have a heel. Shinsuke can actually take the belt.
Yeah.
Yes, he can cheat all he wants to get that win. But he finally gets it. Outside of that, I don't really see any titles changing hands that I know are on the card. Miz is against Rollins. That's not changing hands because Miz is on SmackDown. The tag titles will probably get a rematch.
Now, it would be much cooler if they did actually have titles moving.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but not at the same show. Like, there's a 3-week span where the U.S. and Intercontinental titles are on people on SmackDown. And they're just like, Raw's just like, well, crap, we need to get those back. We need to have somebody who can take one or both of them back.
Yep.
Build up the battles between the promotions.
But who knows? Only time will tell.
Yeah.
But I mean, for those listening, tell us down in the comments if you watched the greatest Royal Rumble ever, what your thoughts of it was. What do you think how they could use this in their normal programming to hype up Braun Strowman, other things and other future matches. But make sure you also like us and smash that subscribe button.
Heck yeah.
But other than that, I got nothing.
I'm pretty good. Wow,
man. Another show under an hour.
Woo! Oh yeah, next week we're going to be giving you the predictions for Backlash, which is actually going to be the beginning of our pay-per-view season for us.
Yes, we'll be starting again all over again.
Hopefully this year I will be doing a lot better than last year.
Because you're limiting me to not check out the betting odds?
Yes.
Like I said, I'm not going to tell you about it.
It's going to be a lot better than 88 and 86.
But who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, see ya.